the imminent zombie apocalypse. Taking a big chunk out of your neck.
I've been raised to believe that zombies are going to be attracted to sound. I think that man's crazy. I think he doesn't truly believe in the zombies. This isn't a storybook. This is something that's actually going to happen.
No, the government, they'll be responsible.
I'm going to fight.
When someone says the word zombie, one might think of a moaning, undead creature roaming the earth, devouring the living. But if you look back in time, this wasn't always the case. Stories of zombies go all the way back to ancient Tibetan culture, but they weren't called zombies. They were known as ro langs, ro meaning corpse, and lang meaning to rise up. There were two types, one which is resurrected by humans for the benefit of humans. For example, in an old Tibetan story, a man named Narada and his assistant performed a conjuration to attain occult power by making the dead rise up. They had to awaken a ro lang and seize its tongue, which would then turn into a sword of power. Once they had this, the ro lang would turn into gold, and they would be able to use the gold endlessly, unless they use it for prostitutes or barley beer. The other type of ro lang is activated by a demon, and its only purpose is to turn the living. Tibet isn't the only place that has a zombie history. In Haitian voodoo culture, a zombie is a person who has upset the community or their family.
Yeah, man, this guy's a jerk.
And so has been poisoned by a bokor or a voodoo priest. They are buried and then dug up and wander aimlessly without memories of who they are. People in Haiti still believe in zombies and the supernatural. Today, in contemporary American society, the zombie is mainly a popular horror movie figure. But to some, it is a real and serious threat. We interviewed two believers.
My name is Jack W. Lunenfeld.
We wanted to know exactly what is a zombie, and what is he afraid of.
It's like a person that doesn't talk as much as groans and just sort of stumbles around and will occasionally chew on non-dead people. I'll say I'm conscious of the imminent zombie apocalypse. I'm not really interested as much as I'm preparing myself.
We wanted to know how.
Stockpiles of ammunition, sharpened machetes, attack dogs, escape routes.
Our other interviewee,
Zach Diamond.
told us about his vision of the apocalypse.
I think that'd just be a mass panic. You know, you see in the movies, there's always fires everywhere, people just shooting randomly. I think that'll be the initial scene. People are just going to be going crazy, trying to get somewhere, but there's really nowhere to hide. Eventually, the panic's going to die down due to repetition. People are going to start becoming accustomed to it, but it'll never truly be gone. There'll be countless deaths. Everyone's going to be dying. People are going to go back to how they, I guess, are meant to as animals. It's just everything's going to go to hell. Nothing's going to be the same.
We of course then needed to know how he thought it would happen.
I can't tell you when it's going to happen. I think there's already zombies out there, just not necessarily in large scale. So if at one point there was a large scale invasion, I'd say maybe something would have to prompt that. Something would have to change in the world that would prompt people to start coming back from the dead.
Jack had a different view of how it would happen.
I'd say that the possibility of the dead rising from their graves as a result of some kind of silly virus is less likely than, say, some kind of spell being cast, which ended fatality in general.
We then had to ask about weaponry.
I'd have to pick, and it sounds cliche, I'd have to take an AK-47 because it's a very robust gun. It can fall apart. It's easy to put back together. Ammo for it is plentiful. It's a strong gun. You can really just control stuff easily.
And what type of place they would hold up in.
Plan on holding up in the closest McDonald's, which I believe is on Greenmount and 29th, until this whole thing dies out.
If anything, I'd take an urban environment, cut off the bottom floor, take a roof, because the way I see it, a zombie's mind is going to be deteriorated. It's not going to be as physically fit as it once was while living. So I take a rooftop somewhere with easy escape where I can block off the entrance and just keep myself there. And if I'm in an urban area, if need be, I can jump off, make some sort of a bridge to get over to the next roof, break that bridge down, and I'm safe for another little while.
We wondered if either of them had a warning for humanity. Jack kind of did.
I mean, I would give a warning, but then it would kind of kill the advantage that I have working for me. So I'll just say that do your best. I won't do you any good, but just have a positive attitude in the last hours of your life.
So who's to say if zombies are real? If you ask someone in Haiti, they would probably run away from you if you say the word zombie. But to most, zombies are just for entertainment on the silver screen. But there's always a chance.
New word from the nation's top scientists on the zombie virus that appeared just 2 weeks ago. They released information saying that the symptoms to watch for are aggression, foaming from the mouth, deterioration of motor skills, and an unbelievable hunger. Be advised that if an infected becomes hostile, the only way to harm them is to shoot them in the head.